Hey, yagaho everyone! We are back with another game with Eternal Freeze, and we're up against an opponent named LittleCaesars. So we got a Ditto lead and a Duskull on the bench. You know, we don't want to start with Duskull because he's definitely going to have to retreat. But my opponent flips over the worst, maybe not the worst, but one of the worst matchups for this deck, which is Plasma Klinklang. We have Cobalion EX already active and a Klink on the bench. And we see a Hypnotoxic Laser and a Floatstone on Klink. And a Righteous Edge turn 1. It's a fairly strong start. Tropical Beach was not in the format or on TCG-0 at this time, so it's a pretty good start. You may be wondering, and there's a Juniper too anyway. You may be wondering why there's a laser in there. I believe it's for the Plasma matchup. You know, Cobalion EX is pretty good against Plasma, but he actually can't one-shot Plasma Kyurem. So with that laser, you can sometimes take advantage of their Burbank City gym and knock out Kyurem in one shot with Steel Bullet. So I think that's what that usually was played for. So we got a double Juniper hand, so I'm going to Shaman in an attempt to avoid discarding useful stuff. So you say I transform here, and this is one of the minor glitches, I guess, on TCG-0. You can see I'm typing it in the chat there. Ditto does not heal special conditions when he transforms, and I guess because it's so similar to evolving, use the same code. And so it still evolves. So anyway, I don't really know why I Colorless Machine there. I attached a water and Colorless Machine. Cobalion EX has, you know, Righteous Edge to discard the Plasma, so I definitely should have held on to that. But we see a rare candy into a Klinklang, but fortunately for me, it looks to be the Shift Gear Klinklang, so I'm still gonna have a little bit of a window to maybe get some damage in, and it's going to be very dangerous once Plasma Steel Klinklang comes down. I will now no longer be able to damage EXs with any of the attackers in my deck, but only will I be unable to damage them. So first two turns we got two Junipers, so that's usually a strong start, getting through some cards. And we have a Heavy Ball for a Klinklang, and Klink comes down. That automatically means I have to end this turn. I think I would probably end this turn anyway, considering the alternative is Juniper away two supporters and a candy. So because I was stupid and Colorless Machined last turn, now I don't have a Blizzard this turn. So that was a horrible misplay. That could have got me 60, could have got me 90 damage on the board. And as you can see, Laser is going to be here shortly the only way I have really to deal damage. So there is another Metal Energy onto Cobalion, so he's going to be able to start doing Steel Bullet for 100, which actually I probably won't care about as much. But there's a Skylo for a switch, and actually switches into Klinklang here and just, I guess, retreats back into this one. Could have just switched into the other Cobalion with no damage and shifted all the gears, but I guess that works too. Might be a little bit quicker. But now, you know, there's a Klink on the bench. I would desperately like to catch that up and kill that before it has any chance to evolve into a Plasma Klinklang with Plasma Steel. It's just going to make my life extremely difficult. So we'll see what my opponent wants to do here. I don't have any. He's just gonna. Oh, I actually have enough damage on me from two Righteous Edges to just get knocked out with Steel Bullet, so that's fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down the Plasma Energy against my will, and you can see there why I probably should not have, because now I got a Colorless Machine. I have at least one Plasma Energy in the discard pile, so now I'm probably gonna have one or two prized. But anyway, so Duskull is up. Duskclops is up here. I am eventually going to need him, but right now I need him to be a meat shield for me. Even though Clops with Floatstone is a very valuable thing to have in this deck, especially with you know, Switch and then Floatstone Retreat to get out of status. At one point I think I had full heal in here, and I decided when Floatstone came out that no, Switch and Floatstone does the job just as well. In that turn we get a lot of Pokemon coming down, but most importantly is that one in the middle. Plasma Steel is now out, and I now cannot directly damage anything on his side of the field. Anything. We got a Registeel EX. I don't think that's going to be too relevant as a threat, really. I guess actually Protect Charge. He's got enough Metal Energy to Protect Charge. It won't knock me out in one hit, but it's gonna be the most dangerous, the most heavily damaging attack he can do against me, I suppose, barring double heads on Gear Grind. Anyway, so I could possibly go for Blizzard this turn, but that doesn't do anything. So I just switch into Ditto, and I just Colorless Machine, and really just hoping he doesn't have a catcher to go after my Articuno, because I need to begin the paralysis chain. That's really the only way I'm gonna have to survive in this. So I've seeded, what, 4 prizes? Yeah. So one more Articuno knockout and I'm gone. But I Shadow Triad, looks like, for a laser, and play that. And Frost Prison, 0 damage because of Plasma Steel, but Plasma Steel does not prevent all effects of attacks. It only prevents damage, so that means the paralysis effect still goes through. We see a Float Stone attached to a paralyzed Cobalion. That's kind of funny. But we do see a switch, however, and with that he can just shift the gears. He's already got that Klinklang in play. So it's basically the same as clearing the status and moving the damage, but the damage stays on the board, which is actually quite relevant given, oh looky, Rare Candy dusknoir. I don't think I could have asked for a better top deck right there. And we Juniper into a fresh hand. At some point I might want to, well, I might want to try to set up another Articuno, but I think all my Plasma Energy is either in play or discarded. I think so. I believe I've already had 2 Plasma Energies hit the discard pile. So we're kind of all in on this Articuno. He does have 2 Plasma Energy attached. If there's some stray Enhanced Hammer, it's might still be okay. But you can see I think I put a 5th energy on there. Just it's like, yeah, I'm all in on this Articuno. This is my only shot to do anything. So Noir is in play. That's good. I would probably lose to a catcher as well. I should probably be building up energy on Noir in case, you know, I need to retreat him. Or actually, no, that's a Ditto. I thought that was a Float Stone, but I think that's a Ditto. Is it? No, it looks like a Trainer. Looks like it is a Float Stone. Okay. So I guess I don't need that. I should probably still build up energy on him anyway, just in case of Tool Scrapper. But anyway, we're going to keep this chain going. I was able to Skyla for a laser. I actually put him to sleep, but we're going to take the sure thing. We're going to take the paralysis. And yeah, this is the, I don't even have Burbank in play right now, so I should probably Skyla for that. There is a catcher, but fortunately no Float Stone. Lucked up a little bit there. I should play Skyla. Is Burbank prize? No, it is not prize. That is very important. Thanks to no Tropical Beach on TCG-0 as of the time of this filming, don't think I'm gonna get counter gymmed. I can't imagine what other stadium Klinklang would play besides Tropical Beach, so I'm just gonna keep the paralysis chain going. I should probably be attaching those energies to Noir just in case of catcher Tool Scrapper, and that would probably lose me the game. We got a Heavy Ball here. I guess he can set up a second Klinklang. I don't think, well, it could theoretically be relevant. Once we build up enough damage, I could actually take out the Plasma Steel Klinklang on the bench, and in fact that's probably what I'm going to try to do. I don't know if I want to take out that Klinklang first or take out the Klink before it has a chance to evolve, unless it evolves right here, and in fact it does. So now I need 280 points worth in order to remove the EX protection from his side of the field. Unfortunately I wasn't able to get Burbank in play until just now, so the poison damage has not been able to rack up as quickly as I would like. I think I'm going to save this Skyla. I should have one more laser left. I Shadow Triaded for one back. But looks like I'm considering playing it, and what are we going to grab? I guess I'm looking through the deck. Now I realize that I have no Hypnotoxic lasers left. Maybe I saw this on the previous turn. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take a gold potion. This will allow Articuno to well, really it doesn't do much because of Registeel's Protect Charge, but who knows, maybe my opponent, if he does get a chance to attack, won't see it. He's got 6 energy on the board, so I guess I'm just gonna, I don't really know why I'm moving this damage. I guess maybe the active one was about to get knocked out. So, I mean, he's got, you know, he's got Shift Gear, so no matter where I move the damage, he can always, you know, shift stuff around and max potion. If I want it to be most preventative from max potion, I should distribute the damage evenly, but that would take us about 5 minutes, so I don't want to do that. My opponent's already, you know, I don't believe my opponent quits at any point during this game, so big kudos to him for, well, I believe this game will be played to its conclusion with no scooping, actually. So, it's a pretty good thing. I mean, I'm definitely not going to give up. At least not until this poison on this active cobalion is gone. I might have one more laser in the prizes. I should have enough damage built up now that I can at least take one prize. But that's probably, that's a 9th energy on the board, so trying to use Noir to remove the Pokemon that's got energy on it is no longer really an effective strategy. At this point, I can kind of go for 2 routes. I can either go for the, how much damage will I need total for that? It will be, he's got 3 180 HP EXs. I can go for racking up 240 damage on the board, or 540, sorry, that was a gross understatement. I can go for that, or I could go for moving a total of 280 to knock out the 2 Plasma Klinklangs, and then Frost Prison can start dealing more damage. Between the 2, I'm not quite sure at the moment which would be more advantageous. You know, obviously if the benefit to knocking out the Plasma Steel guys is that I can start getting more damage through, and then I only need to knock out 2 EXs, so that would be 240 plus 360. Works out to 600 damage, but I can get there a little bit quicker if I do decide to go that route. We'll see which way I decide to go, and it looks like I am now getting, as I mentioned last turn, spreading out the damage evenly to kind of protect from that max potion, removing all my damage, all my work. I mean, really, his deck is looking, and there you go. A max potion on demand. The turn before, or when the turn before, I kind of did that, and here we go. This is the play I was afraid of. Catcher and Tool Scrapper, and I'm kicking myself for not attaching those 3 water energies, you know, over the course of the game. Look through my discard pile, see how many switches I've used. Looks like it may only be 1. I might have a float stone left. I also did not use my Skyla. I'm gonna have to Juniper and pray I get something to get Noir out of the active spot. I cannot let him get out of paralysis for a turn. If I do, he shifts gears, he retreats, he clears my poison. I can really no longer do much of anything. So I think we might see Noir be a little bit of a do his thing, being just one of the most BA abilities in the game, Sinister Hand. I wish I had Town Map up right now, but we're going to try to maximize our chances of drawing good stuffs. If possible, I'd like to hold on to this hand, so we're just going to see what we can get out of it. We need to take a knockout now. Looks like we're going to go for an EX because that'll be the highest prize getting to damage ratio. We can spend 180 damage that we've accumulated and try to fish something out of the prizes. Looking around, seeing how much damage I got built up. Looks like I should have enough. And then I mess up and heal the thing I was trying to move damage to. And then I keep clicking Articuno because I'm used to Dusknoir, with the whole line, being on the bench, you know, not active. But looks like we are going to focus down this Registeel. It is the only thing that can knock me out in 1 hit, or at least that Articuno in 1 hit right now, so that is what I'm going to try to get off the field. That Protect Charge attack does 80 damage, does apply weakness. I got a level ball out of my prizes, a little bit of lag, and a laser. Okay, well that's actually pretty okay. So I'm going to level ball, see what we got left. I do have 1 switch left. Oh, that's really dicey. Because of having the laser now, I can't afford to break a turn of paralysis. I really probably I'm going to go ahead and play this laser. And Juniper, I decided to go ahead and get the switch. It was a very high chance I get the switch there. As you saw, I had maybe 10 cards left in the deck, drawing 7 of them. Actually probably had, I think it might have been like 12 or so, I didn't exactly count. But we decided to take the opportunity. again, kicking myself for not attaching those energies to Dusknoir. I made the stupid mistake on the first turn of the Colorless Machine when he has Righteous Edge. And now we're going to get back in here. I only got about, I'd say, less than 5 cards left in the deck. And we're dealing 60 damage around. So it looks like because we went ahead and took the knockout on Registeel, looks like I'm going to just go ahead and be committed to taking the knockouts on the Cobalion EXs, just poison damage alone. And he ends me, which gets me 1 card back in my deck, so that sets me back 1 turn. Perfectly fine with that. But ooh, he gets a Hypnotoxic Laser. He actually does play 2, and yuck, yuck, yuck. I am now on a clock, as is he. And I don't have a ton of damage built up around the board. I already played my gold potion. Right now I would love a scramble switch, but I believe I'm also out of switch, so I am just out of resources. Maybe I need to try to take another prize, but we do not have enough damage on the board unless maybe... I don't even think I have enough to take a knockout on that Klinklang. Fishing for prizes, very, very... it seems to be a recurring theme in this deck, and it's certainly one of my favorite things about this deck and any Dusknoir deck that you can do. But I got no way to clear this poison. I took out my tech full heal, you know. So we're just going to keep Frost Prisoning. I believe I have 160 HP, so that is not a multiple of 30. So that works out to the good end there, I guess. Thanks to that gold potion from earlier, I healed up a little bit. Although certainly wishing was a scramble switch right about now. So yeah, it looks like with the laser damage, he may be ahead in the damage race. Just because he only needs to knock out this one thing, I gotta knock out 2 things, and obviously I can't just sacrifice this Articuno for a turn because, well, he only has 2 prizes left. What I might be able to do is push up Noir. Noir would not die in 1 hit. And he's burned through a lot of resources. I think he's captured Noir at least twice. I gotta capture myself, which right now I'm wishing was a switch, but actually Floatstone's gone, so I wouldn't really be able to switch and then still attack. So he does give me, however, a little bit of an opening here. Looks like I'm going to move some damage off into Cobalion. That actually has the least amount of max HP on his board right now, so... what do we got here? I got 70 HP left. I'm going to be able to survive coming back into my turn for 1 last Frost Prison. Which at this point would be suicide. He catches, but that's actually perfectly fine because I would have had to retreat anyway. If I had attacked last turn with that, or this next turn with this Articuno, I actually would have lost the game. So let's see what we got here. We got 80 damage there. Let's try to tally it up. I got 80 damage there. Hover over somebody else. Hover over somebody else. 80 damage there. I couldn't see that. Going too fast. 20 damage there. 20 damage there. 30 damage there. So that's looks like 40 damage there. 30 damage there. I'm going to try to add those up. It's 80 plus, there was a 50, I think there was a 40, plus another 30. I think I got about 200 damage on the board. That looks right, maybe? If I can somehow fish out another switch from my prizes here, which I think I might have 1 prize, or a Floatstone, or an energy, anything. Any of those. We're going to try to go ahead and take a prize here. 2 prizes, perhaps. I do have, I think it's about 200 damage built up on the board. So, by him capturing there, he actually may have saved me the game. And it looks like we're waiting for something here. Sinister Hand is not working. What's going on? The game's... Oh, okay. I had to pause and refresh, I guess. We're going to, looks like, knock out this benched Cobalion EX that, I think this was his lead. It's got a Floatstone. Maybe. I think they were both full art, so I'm not sure. But we're going to move 180 of our 200-ish damage onto Cobalion EX. We're fishing for an energy, a Floatstone, or a switch. We get a Dusknoir, or that's the Noir itself. We get a N. That's not what we need. Come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Plasma energy. That works. That will suffice for the 1 retreat cost. We're going to retreat back into our benched Articuno, who is now no longer poisoned. His active Cobalion EX is still poisoned, and we just need to rack up another 180 damage. We already have about 20 damage still on the field. This is coming down to the wire. Our deck's probably under 5 cards each. You know, that catcher was very much a blessing. We're going to move damage off from poison. We're getting 60 around. We just need to survive, I believe, probably 2 more rounds. 60, 60, 60 would be enough. Not sure how much damage we had. Spillover, might be able to do 2, but I think it's going to be 3 rounds, so we'll need to take this turn, and then we might be able to win after this next turn. I am, of course, hanging on to a sliver of life with Articuno right now. I believe I have 40 HP left, so a laser I don't think will kill me, based on the way the math was going to work out, because I was going to take damage coming back into my turn and be at 10, so, but he catchered, so I think I still have 40 left, not 10. Otherwise it would be catcher, or no, laser for game. He's going to just keep passing, and we're going to move. We got 110 up there. How much do we have on the board? We're going to move. Looks like we're moving it up to the active. I think that may mean we have it. We got 20 more there, 30 more there. That's 50 total. Looks like we might. We got 10 more on the on the Plasma Klinklang. Looks like we might possibly have this, or at least we might possibly have it coming back into my turn. Although that's a big risk from max potion if I decide to do that. We're moving the damage though. Looks like it's gonna be at least 150, which means with poison damage, it's gonna be enough. Yep, there's the 150. We got 10 damage to spare, and there it is. We're just gonna Frost Prison, and the poison damage kicks in for the last 30, last 20 really that we needed. And the last 2 prizes we pull are Dusknoir and a Caller's Machine, and we did it. Turn 3, turn 4, Plasma Klinklang, but we were still able to deal 610 damage. No MVP, by the way, because I don't think I ever actually did any damage. Not even Articuno. He was just up there to paralyze. That was certainly a face was in my palm the entire game. Crazy how all the variables went back and forth. Misplays by me, misplays by him, but with that catcher at the end there, I was probably done for otherwise. But yeah, it somehow worked out in the end, and we were able to get a victory out of it after going down 4 prizes to a Plasma Klinklang deck that I was never able to directly attack for damage once. So, Makar style win get. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we'll finish this series out pretty soon. Later days.